Finally, and I do mean finally, we stand in front of the announcement room. Vice President and I exchange a glance. Then I summon all my courage and throw the doors open. I'm expecting to see the fake Teddy, or should I say my shadow in the room. What? Research's the only one in here.
Yosuke-senpai!
Are you alright? Where's the shadow?
You mean the fake Teddy? He hasn't come back at all. I sense this weird presence, but I don't know what it is.
Research looks around nervously. I look around too. I haven't been in the announcement room that often, but I can tell that this isn't anything like the real one. The room is huge, with monitors everywhere. Not to mention the giant window taking up an entire wall, with a crazy view outside. Yeah, this is crazy town alright. But what's with this present that Rich is talking about?
What are you freaking out about? This is your chance to save a pretty girl and become a hero, right, Yosuke? Huh?
That's Yosuke-kun's voice.
I slowly turned in the voice's direction. There was no one there a second ago, but now suddenly there is, and he has my face. His inhuman gold eyes narrow in a taunting way. Huh, looks like I was right.
Hey there, Yosuke.
Yosuke-senpai's shadow?
Man, this isn't getting any easier. But at least I can confront him without freaking out, like I did last year.
I thought you merged back with me. I'll come out anytime you start ignoring me. I'm always watching you. I am you, after all.
This is a shadow?
Yeah, that's right. You're me. You're the weakness in my heart. I admit it. Now get back here.
I blew it out before I have time to get second thought. This should do it. Then the shadow started laughing instead.
Not bad, but that's exactly what I mean by ignoring me. You haven't changed at all since then. You just cover up whatever you don't want to see and paper over it. That's why I've returned. I'm not your persona anymore. Don't tell me.
Hold on a second. Does that mean? Forget logic. It's faster just to try it. My nervous voice filled the announcement room, and that's it. My persona, Jiraiya, doesn't appear. Instead, the shadow began laughing even harder.
No way.
So you really are?
To be honest, I was so doubtful. I had hoped that he wasn't my shadow. I mean, of course I didn't want to believe this grand pick is from me. And that I wasn't having fun. My shadow's right. All I was doing was ignoring the problem. My fists clenched, my knees locked, my entire body shake.
Because I was weak? Is that why everyone got dragged into it? Yep. Because I wanted a crisis to solve again. Because the case ended and I was bored? You got it. I'm sure you understand without me having to tell you. I couldn't save Saki-senpai. I didn't want to ever lose someone again. But I still wished for this.
I was proud that Inaba was peaceful. And I thought that I could finally be proud of putting Saki-senpai deaths behind me. And yet, was I really faking all of that? In the end, and I'm just a loser who puts his own boredom over the death of a loved one?
Senpai.
I could hear the quivering in Rise's voice. No, this isn't true. Don't look at me. This isn't me.
It was all your desire. Trust me, I know. I am you after all.
I could feel myself ready to fall to my knees. I can't use my persona anymore. So I had changed. But now, I've literally lost everything. I have to accept it. My mind knew what to do, but my heart still raged against it. Even before I knew what I was saying, the words were flying from my mouth.
Not.
No! Senpai, look at me!
I lift my eyes to look at Rise. There she was, the Miss President standing next to her. It was tough, seeing the looks on their faces. I look away quickly, but Rise scolded me.
No matter what weaknesses you might have, we'll never stop liking you. So please, don't deny who you are.
Why'd you have to get in the way?
Here, I finally got in touch with the others. Listen to them.
Rise closed her eyes and folded her hands as if in prayer. I see the elegant shape of her persona appear behind her. At that instant, voice poured into my head.
No!
These are...
What are you saying? Who do you think we are?
Yosuke-kun, we heard everything, but there's nothing for you to be afraid of.
I don't really get what's going on, but if it's gonna keep showing up, you just gotta beat the crap out of it every time.
We're all with you, Yosuke! You can rely on me too, you know.
Anyone can fall prey to the same troubles and insecurities. It's not just you, Senpai. It's true for all of us.
Everyone. My vision suddenly clears. I haven't realized that I was squeezing my eyes shut.
Naoto? How come you're here?
That's well...
Who cares why? There's more important stuff at stake here.
And after Chie, the clearest voice of all.
You won the battle against yourself back then, but you can't do it this time? Yosuke, believe in us.
When I hear my father's voice, I draw a great breath. I take deep breaths, not noticing until now just how much I had tensed up in the last few moments. Rise, the bringer of these voices, turned to me. From the smile on her face, I know that she expects me to feel better now. And even though she has to be scared right now, she cares enough to smile for me where I'm feeling down. That's right. I finally realized the simple truth. The biggest difference between the person I was last year and the person I am now. Now I have friends that accept me, even when I doubt myself. How could I not believe in myself? How could I be too weak to stand up? They're all believing in me. I'm not alone out anymore.
Such an idiot, aren't I? A grade A moron.
I raise my head and look straight at my shadows. Any trace of the fear I had completely is gone.
I thought I overcame my weakness and I was done with it for good. Dude, how naive was that, right? What? I'm weak. I'll probably always be weak. But that doesn't mean I need to run away. I'll keep fighting my weakness. And I'll do it as many times as it takes, even if that never stops.
My heart was calm. I was confident just a moment ago, but now everything has been made clear. They believe in me. And knowing that, I feel their faith in me pushing me forward. Could feel the power surging in me. The force filling my spirit caused me to shoot out.
Come, Persona!
Yosuke Hanamura versus Shadow Yosuke.
Final. Fight counter.
Oh, that's me.
Behind you!
Die, please.
You did it, Senpai! That was awesome!
I let Rise adolish and wash over me. But there's something bugging me. Something that could be really bad for me.
About my conversation with my shadow. Did you?
I hijacked the school PA system.
I knew it. Everyone had been backing me up because they've been hearing everything I said leading up to it.
Only you saw my shadow last time. Now everyone got to listen in? Ah, so lame.
That's not true. You were really cool, Senpai.
Thanks.
Miss President, looks like she's having trouble finding words for this. Damn, she's horrified by me. Can't blame her, she was left out of the picture. But while explaining it to her can wait. I need to do something about my shadow. But when I turn around, my shadow isn't there.
Where did he go? If he disappears, won't my persona... Wait.
Something's not right. I used my persona during that fight. But my persona and my shadow So if my shadow left me, how could I have used my persona? As I'm struggling with that, Risa speak up.
Something's not right.
Her voice is firm. Did she just think of the same commodom that I did? No, that's not all. There's an eerie presence all around. Even I can't feel it. It must be hitting Risa like a jolt of electricity. It must be hitting Risa like a jolt of electricity. Can't let my guard down.
Yeah. Rise, Miss President, stay close to...
Right at that moment, the light go out and darkness covered the room.
What the hell?
I can't believe you've made it this far. They repeatedly suffered the pain of fighting their friends, but they still didn't lose heart.
The lights came back on. When did you, the fake titty, standing there? Why is it looking like that now? Wait, was it the one talking in that weird voices? Fake titty ignored me and looked at Miss President.
No one can understand you after all. What a shame. Who are you?
Then you weren't my shadow?
I want to make people fight. I especially want friends to fight against each other. Then maybe they'll understand how I feel. That was your wish, wasn't it?
What are you saying?
Does it mean this was my wish? And what with that voice? Wait a minute. It's not talking to me. Then you mean?
Senpai, get back! The shadow's reacting to Miss President! It was really her shadow!
What?
I can feel my brain cracking up open like a dropped watermelon. That Miss President shadow? But it just said it was my shadow. But now that I think about it, this gentle teddy has always been hostile to her ever since we met outside the school. That would explain Rise's voice on the PA system too. Well, duh! If a normal person in here long enough, of course her shadow gonna split away from her. Should have known that. After all, that is exactly what kept happening last year. Miss President just looks so healthy that it never occurred to me. This is just as if to mock my astonishment. Sorry, let me cool myself. As if to mock my astonishment. The shadow keeps talking in general teddy shape.
I did exactly what you wished. So, how did that work out for you? They still couldn't understand you. No one can really understand how we feel, can they? Come on! How much longer are you gonna keep deceiving yourself? Didn't you hear them say you shouldn't ignore who you are? Here! I'll show you your reality!
With that sound, the enemy saw its real form. You watch this videos already like in time.
I am a shadow. The true self. That's my face.
But that's all that's the same. Even though the shadow has the same face, her body is wrapped in metal. This president screams at what appears to be something from a sci-fi flick.
Well, you must remember now. No, I'm not like that.
No, Miss President, calm down. A shadow doesn't just take on your appearance. You look like a twisted version of you to agitate you even more.
No,
Tried calming her down, but my words aren't reaching her. She just keeps shaking her head in denial. What's going on here? Shadow are things that exemplify what their originals want to be. I've never heard of them transforming into other people. The shadow sees my confusion and smiles.
It's an illusion.
Huh?
It's an illusion. Isn't that what you thought when you fought your friends? Your senses were being deceived, warping what you saw, twisting what you heard.
That's how you made my senpai fight each other. Is that your power?
Not just mine. It's actually our power. Isn't that so? Me.
Me? Power? What is he saying?
No. I'm not like you. I'm human.
His president crouched down and said the words that are always bad. With that, the shadow smile grows even more menacing and it snapped its finger again. At that moment, something like TV static flashed across my eyes. I rubbed my eyes. The static doesn't cover my entire field of view, but slowly began to focus around the president. When it cleared, this president has changed. Metallic flames stretched from her uniforms. Something metallic like wings unfurled from her back. There's no doubt, she's the same as the shadow standing in front of us. She cries out and tries to cover her ears, but when she does, the sound of metal grinding against metal accompanied her movement. I see myself reflected in the shiny metal of her fingers.
Robot?
So that means the shadow isn't some fancy version. That's her true self. The Miss President was the one trying to look like a human.
No! I'm... You still believe that about yourself? No human can do that. And you know it.
The shadow points at me, and I'm at loss for words. I look around, but in the end, my eyes meet hers. We both fall silent. In those few seconds, I can feel a deep rift growing between us.
Kun,
No, don't get me wrong. I was just a little surprised.
I'm human.
Wait, I'm sorry,
Suddenly, there's an explosion so loud I think my eardrums are blown out. The smokes make me cough and my eyes tears up. I manage to focus and see a hole in the wall. I can barely see through the smoke, but I can see the hallway on the other side. Eventually, the smoke clears and a shape stays through the hole.
What the? I didn't sense anything until now!
Yeah, that's the song. It was a girl. Blonde hair, blue crystal-like eyes, but there are metallic sounds as she walks.
So this is where you were.
Another robot girl?
It's another girl with a mechanical body just like the shadow and Miss President. She looks at the trembling president and calls out,
You must remember, that is the only way the future will open up to you. You must accept it, no matter how painful it may be. Your true name is 5th generation anti-shadow suppression weapon, Labrys.
Labrys. Labrys? Weapon? What is going on here?